Happy winter solstice 2019. It's December 22nd. That's a cucumber I didn't find when this area was green, that I grew here in this bed. That's the vine that this particular cuke might be off of. That's a vine another one was on. Here's the bed. That's a dead Japanese cut-leaf maple. There's 3 of these beds here. The other 2 Japanese maples in these central beds are not dead, so I only planted cukes around the dead one. We are in the courtyard of 4000 Wisconsin Avenue, and as you can see, you can grow cucumbers here because it's been basically abandoned for a couple years now. In 2017, they tried to auction off the privilege of leasing this land for $507,000 a month, and decided to cancel the auction, presumably because there wasn't enough interest in spending $506,000 a month on what is a veritable ghost town. The building sits on 4.16 acres, occupies almost all of it. The property runs from Wisconsin Avenue to Glover Archbold Park in the back. That's a TV station. On the other side, through that passageway there, on the other side of the TV station is McDonald's. That's the Tenleytown post office through those out the driveway. That's Wisconsin Avenue going back and forth out there. Next door is the former tenant, the former primary tenant of this building, which was Fannie Mae. This is the old Fannie Mae building. They got a tower crane over here. And they have jacked the whole Fannie Mae building up and are doing all kinds of expensive stuff over here, but they are not going to be I'm looking right in the sun here. I don't think this video is working too well, but they are not going to be replacing Fannie Mae with another federal agency that subsidizes the entire middle class. This is the construction site for Fannie Mae. I'm sorry about the low sun here. Can I get some? You can kind of see what's going on over there. Can you see how they've got the building jacked up? I hope. But meanwhile, this building has lost its primary cash cow, which was the cash cow for half the economy. And the building is owned, the land actually is owned by, the building's owned by Donahoe, but apparently they aren't paying the rent, which is why the lease was up for auction, apparently, the way I interpret the website that I saw. Just over there across Glover Archbold Park is some federal communications facilities for national security. It's a very nice area around here. The website for the auction said something about the buildings owned by Credit Suisse First Boston and something else about Bank of America. If I'm not mistaken, Bank of America owns at least one Federal Reserve Bank, which means that the bank that owns this building can print money. Federal Reserve quantitative easing is printing money. So they have no real incentive to not charge a perfectly insane rent for this building. They don't care. They print money. So you have an entire ghost town right in the most upscale, or I don't know how to describe it exactly, most establishment part of Washington, D.C. You have this bank-owned ghost town, and they treat it like they're hoping somebody burns it down. I would hate to see that. I think it's a lovely building. It's in very good shape. The lights are still on. They turn the lights on these things at night, and they look really cool. There's only one homeless guy around here, and he's recent. I think it's a very tasteful building. It seems it's holding up well. But the bank that owns it prints money, and they really don't care at all. And the point of all this is that this is how the whole country is going to look if they don't do something about quantitative easing, because this is how the peasants wind up with no bread, is by letting banks print money. And then rents go insane and everybody's a hobo. Meanwhile, DC isn't quite Detroit yet, but you can grow cucumbers in what used to be a major office building for Fannie Mae.